Oh, I'm live. Hey, I was sitting there flicking on lights. Hey, you guys, welcome in. I didn't even know I was live, y'all. I'm sitting here messing with stuff, moving stuff around. Y'all, welcome in the building, y'all. Today was week 4, day 2. Y'all, it was some crashing out today, you guys. Welcome in. Smash the like button as you guys come in the building. You guys, it was a crazy day at the courthouse today. It was a lot going on. I mean, y'all, these folks was gallivanting in the federal courthouse today. It was a lot going on today. I left my notebook with one of the other ladies. I couldn't believe I left my notebook with all my notes in it. But you guys, I remember some of the stuff, most of the stuff. Y'all come in the building, smash the like button. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's been a day. It's been a day. Started out, this morning, they were kind of doing the house cleaning, kind of going back and forth about the video with Cassie at the hotel. They were doing this, they're doing that, kind of like, kind of catching up, catching up on, a couple of things that needed to be caught up on. And then they were talking pretty much about the, I believe it was a video, the timestamps on the video. But y'all, oh my goodness. We was in the courthouse. Hey Amir, how are you? We was in the courthouse, sitting down, listening. Next thing you know, it was crazy. Hey, Beats Floppy, welcome. Sam, welcome. Thank you. Next thing you know, you guys. Hey, Candy. Next thing, Lola. Hey, how are you? Thank you. Next thing, y'all know, it was a brawl with the federal agents and this lady. This lady got into a whole altercation with the federal agents. The federal agents had to apprehend her. Hey, Tehran, welcome. Imoni, welcome. They had, thank you, E-Money, thank you. They had to take this woman, take her, apprehend her in the courtroom pretty much, and take her outside, downstairs, and put her out the courthouse, y'all. This lady has been crashing out. From what I heard, it was crazy. Teron said fighting over Diddy. No, she was like a supporter of Diddy. I was literally sitting right here. Jamil was sitting next to me. Another lady was sitting there. So she was like 2 people over from me and Jamil. So she was saying something crazy, like they were having court, the judge was up there, they were talking, having, going over everything, and then she crashes out. She gets up and she says something, I don't know, but she was like, I remember something she said that that people were laughing at Diddy. And I don't know, I guess maybe she was like a Diddy supporter, but she was like, everybody's laughing at you, Diddy. And she was like talking to Diddy while he is in the federal court building. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Did you have to pay to go in the courthouse? No, I didn't, Undertaker. No, I didn't have to pay. But we got into the actual courthouse the courthouse room where Diddy was, and then we were in there and we seen Diddy. It was crazy. It was crazy. But she was saying something about Diddy. They're all laughing at you. The judge is laughing at you, and this, that, and the third. She literally had a crash out right during court. During court. And I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, please. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, look, Jesus, please don't let this girl jump over this bench. Because I'm telling you, she was calling them all the federal agents, all kind of stuff, talking about pull out your pow, and all. I mean, it was a knock out, drag out, crazy, right? So anyway, they did some housekeeping. They got everything ready. So then they called the first witness to the stand, which was the guy. His name was Garcia. Hey, Lulu, welcome. So they called Garcia to the stand. He was the first to testify. 2 guys testified today. It was Garcia, which was the security guard that was at the hotel Intercontinental that sold Diddy the USB tape, the USB connector with the coverage on the of Diddy, doing that to Cassie in the hotel. So um so he testified. His last name was Garcia. I don't have my notebook, but I'm trying to go off memory. But his name was Garcia. He testified. Hey, TGTV Crime Podcast, welcome. So he testified today, and also a guy named Derek I forget his last name, but he was the CFO, Diddy CFO. Hey, John Burke, how are you? Um, Hot List, welcome. So it was crazy, you guys. When I say it was crazy as all get out. So when Garcia got on the stand, they were asking him questions like, how old are you? How long were you working there at the hotel? This, that, and the third. They were just asking him general questions. And he was answering the questions. So he basically said he got subpoenaed to court. He had to tell the truth. And that, hey, John, and that, he had to tell the truth in order for, like, for things, for him not to get in trouble, basically. Like, I don't, I think it was like one of the witnesses that, basically got immunity, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, he had to, come to court, testify. So he testified. Oh my God, y'all, this was crazy. I could not believe this. So when he was testifying, they were asking him questions, and what he basically said, he said that Diddy, he went to the hotel, was at KK went to the hotel, right? KK went to the hotel. She was trying to see if she can get a copy of the footage, the video footage of Diddy, beating Cassie in the hotel. So KK, kept on trying to go up there, talk to somebody to try to see if they can get the video, right? So they were like, well, we'll buy the DVD, the video footage from you. So Garcia, he was like, trying to follow, his chain of command pretty much, and say, well, let me, send the email out. So he sent the email out, let him know what's going on. Hey, this lady KK pretty much is coming up here asking if she can get a copy of, basically get the copy of the video surveillance tape, because Diddy didn't want it to go out. Diddy said it was going to ruin his image. He did not want nobody to have a copy of it, right? So then, eventually Garcia's supervisor, he went and agreed. So he was like, okay, I'll buy the tape, for $50,000. I let Diddy buy it for $50,000. So the KK kept on going back. It was like kind of like a going back and forth thing for a little while, right? Because KK was she was adamant. She was like, hey, I need to see that footage. Hey, Diddy was broke. Drunk. Diddy was drunk. Trevor is a mess. So anyway, Trevor, you keep on cutting up, you going to the block party. But anyway, but you guys, so he was, KK, she was adamant. She was calling up to the hotel, going up to the hotel. She was trying to get somebody to give her that video footage, right? She wanted to see it. She was like, Diddy said, he was drunk. He wanted to see what was on the tape, basically how bad it was, because he knew it was bad. So Garcia, the security guard, he said, oh, it's bad. Oh, this tape is really bad. So he was like, well, we want to, I want to, like, basically buy the footage. And like I said, Garcia, he went and he told the supervisor, they agreed to pay 50,000, right? So they set everything up. So that KK and Diddy, they were like, okay, meet us here at this address. So Garcia's like, I think it was a supervisor, prepared the USB. Hey, Lord, how are you? He prepared the USB. So then he gave it to Garcia. So he told, I guess, the other employees, from what I understand, he told the other employees, hey, Garcia's going to run an errand. He'll be right back. So what Garcia did, he went to go and sell the USB to Diddy. So he was like, okay, when you get to when you get to this, this building, I guess it was like where Diddy lived. He had like maybe an apartment or condo, right? So he was like, when you get to the building, the security guard is going to be downstairs and is going to be waiting for you to bring you upstairs, right? So he met Garcia met the security guard downstairs, and then the security guard took him upstairs to Diddy's apartment, his condo, or whatever, right? So Diddy, when Garcia went into the apartment, it was like Diddy, KK, and the security guard. So the security guard was there. KK was there. He was Garcia, the security guard. He was nervous because he was like, "This is Diddy. Like, this is a big mogul. This is somebody very famous." And here he is making a sale of a USB, the USB port to Diddy out of all people, right? So he's nervous. He's scared. His voice is cracking. So when he got in there, KK made him some hot tea. So when he made him the hot tea, I know, right, Lulu? When he made the hot tea, I guess he drank the hot tea that KK made him. So then, because he was like, yeah, go in there, KK, and make him some of that hot tea that I like. So he made KK made him the hot tea. I guess he drank the hot tea. So Diddy was like, do you have the USB cord, the USB drive? So he was like, yeah. So he gave it to Diddy. Diddy went in the room for a little bit, and then when Diddy came back out, y'all, Diddy went to the bank of Diddy back in maybe like the second bedroom, the third bedroom of this condo, whatever. He came out the room with $100,000, $100,000 in a brown paper sack. $100,000. And then he had a machine, a money counting machine. So what he did, he went and he counted $100,000 worth of money and put it back in the paper sack and gave it to Garcia. So then after that happened, after he gave it to him, Diddy was like, do you want to go ahead and count this money? Garcia was like, no, I'm good. So Garcia went downstairs. Diddy went downstairs with him, and he didn't know if Diddy was following him. Oh, wait, hold up. I forgot the IDs. Garcia wanted the IDs of Garcia's boss, Garcia, and another employee, right? So Diddy was like kind of scared. I guess he was like, no, we need to see your IDs. So it showed on the screen the evidence of the IDs. I think it looked like those were actual pictures of their IDs. It wasn't a copy, but they said it was a copy, but it looked like just the regular IDs. So when he left Diddy's house, I guess everything was good. The sale was made. So when Garcia left downstairs, Diddy went and left downstairs too. Garcia, he didn't know if Diddy was like following him or anything, but he went back over to the job, and then what he did was he went and he gave the $50,000 to the boss. He kept $30,000, and then he gave $20,000 to the other coworker. So he said the prosecutor was like, well, what did you do? Did you deposit the money in the account? He's like, no, he went and bought him a car. He didn't deposit none of that money. He didn't pay no taxes on that money or anything. Diddy wanted that USB because he didn't want nobody to have put eyes on that, right? So eventually, girl dad, hey, how are you? Eventually, when he got the eventually later on, one of the employees, I forget if it was the other guy that got some of the money, he took a screenshot of, hey, loving myself, how are you? He took a screenshot of a screenshot of a part of the video. So then the prosecutor was like asking him, did you see the video again, basically? And he was like, no, I never seen the video. He was like, I just seen somebody, I think that they work with, took a screenshot and sent it to him, but he deleted it, and that's the last time he seen it. But it was crazy, you guys, because I think Garcia, he was scared to testify because he was like the person who's like, let the supervisor know that Diddy wanted to buy this USB, and then he's the one who went to go make the sale. So he was scared. I believe he was scared. He was like, I don't want nothing to do with it. But he was subpoenaed, and they made him go on that stand and tell it. And, they said if he tells the truth that he would not be, like prosecuted, be in trouble. So he came in there. I believe he had his lawyer. His lawyer was sitting. And he did a great job. He did the best he could, spoke very well and everything. But it was crazy because I was like, Diddy went back to his room and got $100,000, you guys. We know that he is rich. We know he has a lot of money, right? But the thing is I believe, and I'm gonna let me look this up, because I believe it's illegal for you to have more than $9,999 cash on your person. So I think that is going to be some type of charge that they're going to charge him with. Diddy had, y'all, he had 100. He went to Bank of Diddy in bedroom 2 and got $100,000, and with the money counting machine, and counted $100,000 out of that brown paper sack bag from his condo or whatever. Hey, Candy, how are you? Bill, hey. I was like, what? Bank of Diddy? Diddy got his own bank? He paid that man $100,000, right? I was like, oh my God, that is crazy. That was crazy. That was beyond belief. When I was like, what? Let me look that up, you guys, right now, because I believe that's a charge, and eventually they're gonna try to get some type of charge, because after Garcia testified, they brought Diddy CFO, his chief financial officer, and they were asking. Actophilia was asking all kind of questions, y'all. I was like, where are you trying to go with these questions? He was asking so many dead end questions to me. I mean, I was like, what is wrong with Mr. Actophilia, y'all? I know it seemed like, he and Lil, his elevator don't go to the top. I'm like, why are you asking him these questions? They were dead end questions. I'm like, why are you asking these dead end questions? They were like meaningless. Like, Mr. Agnifilio, we already said, we think that you're a little slow, your elevator don't go to the top, right? We already see that, right? When you told the news media that, Diddy was just stocking up and bought these 1,000 bottles of baby oil at Costco, we already knew his elevator wasn't going all the way to the top, right? But y'all, I want to see, hold on. I want to see, because I needed to look it up. I looked it up before, but I wanted to double check, because we got to check. We got to check the checker, right? We always have to do our research and check the checker. You got to go back and check yourself. You got to QA yourself sometimes, right? So let's see. It says, let me see. What is the federal? Let me see. What is the federal legal cash limit you can have on your person? Let's see. According to the feds, right? According to the feds, right? It says there isn't a legal limit to how much amount of to the amount of cash you can have personally possession in the United States. Okay, okay, but it says if you're traveling. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, that's old. I want to see, you guys, because I believe I heard. I'm not. I heard. I read before last time I looked this up, when they were talking about Diddy was paying hush money. Remember, they were saying that. Hey Ken, how are you? Welcome. It said that you can only have. Let me see. It says that you can carry. Okay, what happens if you carry more? See, it says if you have $10,000, basically you have to report it, right? So I know that Mr. Agna, no, not Mr. Agnafilio, one of the prosecutors, they were examining, questioning, um, uh, what's his name? Derek. I think his name is Derek Ferguson, I believe his name is, the CFO. So he was being Diddy CFO was being questioned, because they were like, what? I think with that $100,000 that he was paid, the $100,000 that Garcia was paid for that USB, they were like, why does Diddy got so much cash on him? He went in the bank of Diddy in the bedroom number 2 of his condo, and he got $100,000, put it in a paper sack, and with the money counter machine, and then went and counted $100,000 and gave it to Garcia. And 50,000 of it was for the USB. The other 30,000 was for Garcia. The 20,000 was for the other guy. But I know That is something sketchy, that they were trying to build a foundation for that as well. So I need to see what, I know when you're traveling you can have up to like 10,000, but I know as far as keeping cash on you, let me see. So if you're family traveling, okay, that's traveling. We're not talking about traveling. Let's see. Because I know it says something about you have to report it, and that you have to report it, but it said something about $10,000. I know it says something about $10,000 is like how much you can have. Let me see. Is it illegal to carry around a lot of cash? Let me see. But anyway, I'm gonna have to find that, research that later, because I don't want to take all the time up. But y'all smash the like button, you guys. We are here, boots on ground here at the Diddy trial. The crash out was going crazy, right? There was another lady that was going off on some other YouTubers, and she was crashing out. I mean, it was crazy. When I say it was crazy, it was crazy, you guys. They were outside crashing out. It was like 2 or 3, 4 crash outs outside just today, outside of the courtroom. I was like, these people are crazy. And then I was able to interview a guy that had a free Diddy shirt on today, you guys. Smash the like button, y'all, as you guys come in the building. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. I interviewed this guy. He had a free Diddy shirt on. So when I said, hi, I would like to, give you a little interview. I want to, ask you some little questions and see how, hi Maisha, welcome. I would like to, know about you wearing this free Diddy shirt, because y'all know they were paying all those people allegedly to wear these free Diddy shirts and paying them $20 an hour. Y'all, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that really was the real campaign, because they said Diddy was funding that campaign. But y'all, we ain't see no crowds of free Diddy today and yesterday. We didn't see that, right? So I was like, huh. Did they get wind that everybody knew that they were paying them $20 to wear free Diddy shirts? And then they said, oh no, y'all go away. We don't need y'all no more, because it got out. Remember, it's viral all on TikTok, all on YouTube. Even 50 Cent went there and got him a free puff shirt. And y'all know Troll Master 50 Cent. You know how petty he is. He went and put on a free Diddy shirt, y'all, and he went to the federal courthouse and was wearing it in front of the federal courthouse building. Y'all check his Instagram out. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Lulu said that's not enough money. I know, right, Lulu? It is not enough money to be paying me $20 to be wearing a free Diddy shirt, knowing all the crazy stuff Diddy has done. Absolutely not. You better be paying these people more money if you talking about freeing you, Diddy, because you have a lot of stuff under up your sleeve, up under your belt. You done a lot of things for people to be paying free, for you to be paying only $20 to wear a free Diddy shirt. Oh, absolutely not. I would not. But that's what they were doing, getting young college kids out there, paying them $20 to go ahead and wear them free Diddy shirts. And now the campaign probably has come to an end. But anyway, I actually interviewed the only one that had a free Diddy, free puffy shirt on. I interviewed him today. So I was like, do you know Diddy? And y'all can check out the interview. I did a shorts. Check it out, y'all. I uploaded some shorts. I uploaded videos on outside the courthouse, y'all. It went down today, y'all. Let me tell y'all, baby, honey, baby, chicken child. It went down today outside that courthouse. So go check out my videos. I think my videos may be still uploading, but check out my shorts. I called Mark Agnifilio as he came in this morning. I got a really good close-up shot. So go and check that out. But y'all, the free Diddy guy, he said he does not know. He doesn't know Diddy personally, but he knows somebody that knows Diddy, or a cousin or somebody. He said that knows Diddy. He said that he was wearing the free puffy shirt because he actually is a fan of Diddy's. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, I'm not getting paid the $20. I'm thinking to myself, are you sure about that, sir? Are you sure you're not getting paid $20? Because you were the only one out there today. Or did the pot run dry for that campaign? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I have no idea, right? Maisha says, keeper. Gregory, hey, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. He said he wasn't getting paid no $20. And I would have been like, oh no, Diddy got all these money to pay this lawyer? You think he about to pay me? You think I'm about to put a free Diddy shirt on for $20? Oh, absolutely not. You paying them lawyers big money, so you better be paying me big money too. $1 million. You want me to wear a free Diddy shirt? You better be paying me $1 million. I would never do that. But I'm saying, you over here paying these lawyers top dollars, right, to fight your case. We out you they fight on the inside and we fight on the outside wearing the free Diddy shirt. So no, we talking millions. You're not gonna pay me no pennies on the dollar. You're not gonna pay me no $20 to wear a free Diddy shirt. No, absolutely not. You're not gonna undercut me. You ain't undercutting them lawyers, right? You is not undercutting them lawyers, so you ain't about to undercut me either. Hey, my baby says pure survival. Yeah, it was survival. I'm telling you, at that courthouse today, when I say this, there was two ladies that was snapping out on these YouTubers, and it was a crash out, crash out, crash out. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. Hey, John Berg. I was like, oh my God, y'all. First, I was like, literally, it was like right behind me when the girl crashed out in the courthouse. Right in the courthouse, and Diddy's turning around looking like, what's going on? And then after that, he like scratching his head like, oh Lord, he looked like Santa Claus that stole Christmas 20 years ago. Diddy looks like he's about at least 70 years old. No lie, no joke. Diddy looks like he's 70 years old. All his hair is gray. He looked like, since he's been in that MDC, y'all seen them pictures on the Google and stuff with Diddy with the gray hair. That's what he looks like. But I'm telling you, he looks old. He looked like he about 70 years old. I mean, my baby Jamil be calling him he be calling him what did he call him? Diddy Glover. And he do look like Diddy Glover. Maisha said we got to pay $500,000 to wear one of those three Diddy shirts. Oh Lord. Maisha says 100 years old already. Bro, all the gray hair that man got come on down. Maisha, he looks like he is, I'm telling you, he looked like he's Santa Claus that stole Christmas like 40 years ago. I'm telling you, Diddy looks old, you guys. Diddy looks very, very old. You got your key bag? Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you now. Yeah, so it is crazy. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Diddy looking like Santa Claus that stole Christmas. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas down the chimney. I was like, oh my goodness. And then y'all, Miss Combs, Janice Combs. Y'all, Janice Combs, she had the long nails. I mean, y'all, them nails look like she was gonna like Freddy Krueger nails. Her Janice nails, no lie, no joke, was that long. And then she went like this, you guys. And then her nails were the same color as her blonde Timu wig. I was like, oh, she is still out here, trying to be cute at 100,000 years old. Them nails look like Freddy Krueger, y'all. The nails are about that long. If this was my nail, her nail was like this high. They look like scary. I was like, oh my God, Miss Janice is 80 years old and got them long dagger nails. Hey, Aisha, welcome. I was like, Elito says, pure survival. Yeah, she was going like this. And I seen those long nails and they matched her Timu wig. They matched her Timu wig. And I was like, look at her. Look at Janice. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Chris says, we gonna get him out of there. So anyway, when I seen her, I was shocked, y'all. I'm telling you, I was really shocked. Lauren, hey, Lauren, how are you? Oh, you back already, huh?
I didn't take it light.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Just give me the line and start the show. I got a bottle of
you a mess. Welcome. Yeah, Lord, I see you in a month of Sundays. How you been doing? You and Kay and Martin came in today, and we ain't seen both of y'all in a month of Sundays, y'all. A month of Sundays. I'm glad to see everybody, actually, of course. But y'all, smash the like button. You guys subscribe to my channel. But Janice Combs, she was in there, and
You want ice cream?
no, I'm good, baby. We got the desserts.
Oh, you ain't getting no more fruit.
Go sit down.
You're July.
You're a mess. But so anyway, Ayasha says Janice Combs be scraping and scratching when wiping with them. Yes, she had the Edward scissor hands. I'm telling you, what Ayasha, when I say them nails was long, I'm telling you her nails were that long. And when she went like that, because she put her hand on her wig and the nails were the same color as her blonde wig, and I'm like, I was like, y'all, she is like, I keep my nails kind of short. This is just my preference, right? Everybody is different. But an 80-year-old woman to have those long nails, they look like freak off nails. I thought they were color. I thought they were white. So when I got to looking, when she held her head, she did just like this in court. I guess she was like, oh my God. And when I seen them nails, I was like, oh my God, you holding your hand, but I'm looking at them nails like, oh my God, you're like 80 years old, and you have these freak off nails that look like somebody is about to demon claws. Yeah, I should like the demon claws. I was like, oh my goodness, Janice, what you doing with them freak off nails? I was like, oh my God. So the only one that came to court today was Janice, and the one with the curly hair, the one that's not his son, the one that his is his one of his collectible children, I'm gonna say, because Diddy, he liked to collect people kids, right? So those were the only two that came to court today. I didn't see the other boy. I didn't see Cisco Jr. I didn't see Justin. I didn't see Cisco Jr. and I didn't see the Tootsie Roll neck. He wasn't there today, and the twins, they weren't there today either. But I was like, Norton says, I'll be sure, son. Yeah, he wasn't there. But what I'm hearing, you guys, I'm not sure how this is. I'm not sure, if this is true. But they said that they probably, with the testimony from what I heard, yeah, Quincy. Yeah, thank you, loving myself. That they're like kind of crumbling, probably from all the testimony and things that they seen, things that they heard. Because y'all, there's no way that those kids were around Diddy all of that time and they didn't see what their dad was doing, how he was treating those other women. You can't tell me them kids ain't seen not one a little bit of inkling of him showing out and cutting up. So yes, they're probably thinking, because they said that Quincy is thinking that Diddy did have something. From what I hear, you guys don't quote me on this, but and this is just from what I heard. I cannot confirm or deny this, but from what I heard, they said that Quincy is thinking that Diddy did have something to do with Kim's unaliving. So I don't know if they're crashing out about that, and which is really, really sad, you guys. I'm telling you, that's heart-wrenching, but I do believe Diddy, this is my personal opinion, has something to do with Kim Porter, along with a lot of other people, unalivings, right? That's just what I believe, you guys. I believe he has something to do with that. It was crazy. And for Mia, the judge said that somebody doxed her. Somebody was giving her name. I think they said it was a male, I think, YouTuber that doxed her and gave her name or something like that, because her name was Mia is what she is testifying under. But y'all, let me tell you about Mia. Let me tell y'all about Mia. I always say, you guys, when people lie and they sit there and lie and say that somebody has done something so awful and horrendous, we already know Diddy is a whole demonic entity, right? This is my opinion. My opinion. Diddy is a whole demonic entity, right? We already know he's horrible. He did a lot of bad things to a whole lot of people, right? But when you come in, just because you're trying to ride this train, you're trying to get money, you're trying to get clout or whatever, I think that's absolutely wrong. I'm sorry. I don't believe somebody should be jumping on bandwagons just because, oh, I can get me a couple of dollars, I can get me some clout or whatever the case may be. I can get some type of clout or something if I say Diddy did something to me. So Mia, when she testified yesterday, I was like, I don't believe now she may be a victim of something, right? She has some type of trauma, some type of traumatic situation that probably happened to her, because I'm not saying that something is, I'm saying that she, what I'm about to say just is that, but I believe she endured some trauma somewhere along her life, in the years that have passed. She's endured something, right? I know they say she's a victim. I don't want to victim shame anybody, right? But y'all, her testimony is not adding up 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is not adding up to 4 with Mia. I'm telling you guys. The reason being, y'all, when I say her testimony, the defense yesterday, they put on a great, they were on it, right? What's his name? Brian Steele. Brian Steele tore her out the frame. And not only did he tear her out the frame, there was evidence. Because remember, she said she testified last week, right? I think last Thursday, Friday. And she said, I had to beg Diddy to go to my grandmother's funeral. Yo, yesterday, Brian Steele pulled up a long text message on the screen, the evidence screen that we watch. And the text message was about that long. And it said, hey, Diddy, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah. And my grandmother died, passed away, and I'm going to go to her funeral. I already got my ticket to go to her funeral. So when Brian put the night lights out on that lie, I was like, oh my goodness. And then it started to make me think, you guys. It started to make me think, like, was Mia messing with Diddy, having a sexual relationship? And she was saying that Diddy raped her because Cassie and her were supposed to be friends. And Mia is that type of woman, like, you don't want to bring around your man, because she's like possibly one of those women. And this is my thoughts and opinions. She's possibly one of those type of women that will smile in your face and then sleep with your man. I got that vibe from her testimony, because I'm like, why would she want to be testifying under her name, Mia? She don't want people to know that, what type of person she really is, because there's no reason that you couldn't have told a long distance cousin, your best friend, your good friends, that Diddy raped you. Y'all, that does not make sense. And then all they were showing, none of her text messages. Now, the feds got the text messages of her and Diddy. None of her text messages said, Diddy, I'm telling on you. I'm going to threaten you with the lawsuit like Cassie did. I'm going to be calling the police. I'm going to make a police report. None of that was found in any of those messages at all. All of her messages were saying, I love you, Diddy. Hey, Diddy, happy birthday. Diddy, I want to see you. And I'm like, if Diddy raped you, why would you want to see him? Why are you over here chasing him even years after you no longer work with him? I miss you. I want to see you. In pictures with him, making him a birthday scrapbook. Who is scrapbooking? Somebody who allegedly raped you. You didn't even tell Cassie. And they said, were you ever alone with Cassie at any time and point? She was like, yes. Did you ever tell Cassie that Diddy raped you? No. I was gonna die with that. I was gonna take that to my grave. And I'm like, no, you were. No. You were gonna lie. That's what you were gonna do. John Burke says very questionable. Yes, her testimony was so questionable. She was, to me, not credible at all. I believe what she was doing was sleeping with Diddy, because Diddy at one time got her cell phone. Guess what Diddy said? I'm about to send this to all these pictures and this stuff that is in your phone. I sent it to myself. He said, so I'm gonna tell Cassie. So she was like, okay, she was like, to me, I felt like she was scared when Diddy said that. Like, I'm gonna tell Cassie that basically, like, me and you got a secret relationship, is what I was thinking Diddy was trying to, like, threaten her with, right? Because if You get my cell phone, and I know I don't have nothing in the cell phone with me and you. Look, me and Diddy in the cell phone, so that shows that me and you was having free calls and having a little clapping cheeks and doing whatever. I wouldn't be scared, because if I don't have no evidence and no pictures of me doing any of that in my phone, why would I be scared? And why would you threaten? Why would Diddy threaten her with saying, "I'm gonna tell Cassie that I got these pictures. I'm gonna show Cassie of these pictures"? What pictures are you talking about? Were y'all taking pictures on y'all little escapades? Were y'all taking pictures of y'all little escapades together? And you were trying to act like you were Cassie's friend. You loved her. You say she was like a sister to you, but never did you say to Cassie that she was raped by Diddy. Now, y'all ladies in the building, tell me this: if your man, if your friend's man raped you, would you not tell her? Right? Would you not tell her, "Hey, your man raped me, and I'm gonna go report it. I'm calling the police. I'm doing this. I'm gonna go get a rape kit"? You would be telling her about her man doing these awful things. You wouldn't be making him no scrapbook. Oh yeah, did he like Snapple? Okay, let's get this and glue it on here. Okay, oh yeah, Diddy, he likes Coke too. Okay, let's stick that on there too. Oh, okay, that's a pretty scrapbook. I would not be making no scrapbook for somebody who raped me. Absolutely not. It is so bogus on what she was saying. I'm telling you, and every time she testified, you guys, she was like this. It was like her head was testifying to us. And I don't like to victim shame. I'm not trying to victim shame. She has some problems, some trouble, some trauma. She has something definitely wrong with her. But being raped, I don't believe that was the problem. I believe that she was sleeping with Diddy behind Cassie's back. And she was using this, "Oh, I'm going to call holler grape" to her advantage. If Diddy would have shown her them tapes, or the cell phone, the pictures, and whatever Diddy had sent himself, she was going to use the excuse that, "Oh, I will Diddy grape me." I was like, this little heifer right here is one of them females that you don't want to bring around your man. Because she ain't got no man. We ain't heard her had no boyfriend, no husband. None of that was mentioned. Because Diddy was her boyfriend. Diddy was everybody's boyfriend. Below the Whistle says facts. Yes. So her testimony, I was like, people were in the courtroom. And after Brian still was getting so frustrated, he was like, "Mia, you wanted some of that Me Too money." Y'all, everybody was like laughing. Like, Brian still is getting frustrated with her. He's trying to show that she's a liar. All these questions Brian still was going in, y'all. I'm telling you, he set her badonkadonk on fire yesterday. She didn't have, y'all, she didn't have no water to put that fire out yesterday. He was going in, and he wasn't being rude. He wasn't being mean. He was just being stern in his questioning. And they were like saying that, the prosecution team, they were saying that, he was being a little mean, a little hard on her, this, that, and the third, right? But Nelda says yes, because she was lying. Yes, Nelda, she was lying. I believe, I'm sorry, I call a spade a spade. Look, we keep it here. We keep it real over here at the lounge. Don't we, y'all? We keep it 100. And we call it how we see it. And we seen that Mia, she was, sorry, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. A ho, 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 Merry Christmas on the low. She was a ho, 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 Merry Christmas on the low. I'm sorry. She was acting like she was a victim when it was convenient for her. But when she was getting them cheeks clapped in the privacy and the secrecy of her and Diddy's little secret love affair, it was okay. Because she was always texting him. "Oh, I love you, Diddy. I want to see." How are you texting your ex-boss who raped you? I love you. Happy birthday. Making him all kind of scrapbooks. That is like unheard of. And I would say Stockholm syndrome, but I believe that's what Cassie had. Cassie had Stockholm syndrome because she was in a relationship with him. And Diddy was doing all kind of, he even threw and acted crazy with Mia, but Mia was never his like girlfriend, right? Mia was supposed to be, proposed to be his employee. Diddy was clapping everybody's cheeks. Hey, honey, thank you. Diddy was clapping everybody's cheeks, and y'all, these women is a little slow. Their elevators didn't go to the top. I'm not trying to talk about them like that. I'm just keeping it real. Do you see, if I'm a female and I see that you got 50, 11 girlfriends, I'm staying far away. I don't want to deal with that with no man. I'm not about to be trying to get a number one spot with somebody who, just because he has a billionaire, just because he's a billionaire, I'm trying to get in his number one slot. No, he got every kind of disease and everything that is burning up under that belt, right? With the Tootsie Roll Pop. He's on fire. Everybody was been setting each other on fire. All these germs and diseases going around. And y'all are trying to fight for a number one spot because he's a billionaire? That's crazy to me. I mean, I don't know, people get their money how they get it, right? But I am not stooping down. I am not going to stoop down and put myself in the trash can as a female because this man is a billionaire. He got money and I'm trying to get his number one slot. They were all fighting for like the number one spot. Like there is plenty of men out there. Hold up, swole up. There's plenty of men out there for everybody. Plenty of women out there, right? You don't have to degrade yourself as a woman. Do all this like freaky stuff like Cassie was doing to try to get no man. And y'all were all, I mean, Diddy had all kind of women, but nobody was talking about how Diddy was cheating on this person, cheating on Cassie, cheating on this person. He was taking everybody's woman. They weren't talking about that. But they were talking about, Diddy, Cassie was cheating on Diddy. Diddy was holding no allegiance to none of them women. If a man slaps his own mammy, that should tell you something. That a light bulb should have went off in your brain somewhere and said, I need to get far away from this man. If he's slapping his own mammy, what he gonna do to me? But he already showed them. He slapped them up too. Put the feet in the hands on the elbows. Put the elbows on them. He was putting, slapping, doing everything under the sun. That should have told them, let me go and find me another man. Matter of fact, this industry is not for me. I don't want my man. I don't want to be seeing my man, my supposed man over here on the red carpet with Miami, over here with Kim Porter, with Gina. That's too many women already. And I'm the number 10th woman, on his icon. And he ain't putting out one ring on nobody's finger. He making babies with y'all. What is going on? Are y'all slow? Like, come on now. Yeah, we need to do better. Like, come on. Don't women, ladies, even men, don't degrade yourself for no man. Like, what is going on? It is, to me, absolutely not that serious. I will pass that lifetime up. I don't care how old I am. I would have never entertained Diddy in all the craziness that he did, right? And for Janice, I respect my elders like I always say. But it comes a time where it's like you as a mother, you should not be entertaining your son in any wrong that he's doing because we are all women. I would be darned if my son is over here slapping up women, beating them down, putting their feet, neck, elbows, and I'm sitting here, yes, son, oh, I love you, kissing on him, over there standing by his side. No, I'm not entertaining nobody in their wrong. I am not entertaining nobody in the wrong. My son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew, mama, daddy, auntie, sister, cousin, nobody. I have zero tolerance for that. So I don't have any respect. I'm sorry. Like I said, I respect my elders. I'm the most respectful person ever to my elders. I'm still at 100 years old, still call, all of my elders like Miss this or Miss that or something, Mr. James or Miss Porter or whatever, right? At 100 years old, I don't call no grown adult by their first name. If I'm respectful, right? But Miss Janice Combs, y'all, she created a monster. She created a monster. I'm like, it's crazy. Maisha says, big eye candy for real. Yes. Lisa says, yep, Rico. Stan says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Yes. These people were chasing this money, chasing this clout. Then he had people that were like compromised, like, do complicit, doing all kind of stuff. The security guards were even scared of Diddy. But y'all, when I seen Diddy in that courtroom today, he looked like he ate some humble pie. I'm not even going to lie. He looked like he ate some humble pie. He came in the courthouse, like, doing this right here, showing the crowd, like, and, going like this, like he ate some humble pie. He ate a couple of humble pies now that he's down. But why did it take you all of these years treating people like garbage, beating people up? I mean, even going to, I think it was Universal Studios, beating one of the people up in there. And y'all, they say on Wednesday, no, tomorrow's Wednesday. They say, I think on Thursday or Friday, Monday, one of these upcoming days, there's a Jane Doe that is going to be a surprise witness from overseas. Y'all remember when Damien from the HSI, when they did the bust last year, remember? And Damon said he was sending some of his federal agents overseas to the UK to go investigate some stuff that Diddy did over there. And the UK called the feds over here in the States and said, hey, you got Diddy Glover is a citizen of the US? They're like, yeah. Well, he got some stuff over here y'all need to come and talk to us about. So when Damon sent the FBI agents over there, I believe that's one of that's going to be the Jane Doe that is coming over, who is coming over and testifying against Diddy, because remember he met some girl overseas in UK, I believe it was, and she said that he was doing some horrible things to her. I think that's the one. She's flying in from overseas to come testify, you guys. That is going to be the witness. That's going to be the witness next. In the next couple of days, she's going to be the Jane Doe that's going to take the stand, and she's going to testify. And when I was like, oh my God, I was like, really? I remember when Damon said that. They said they going overseas. We need to go talk to some agents need to go talk to some people in the UK to get the lowdown on what Diddy did over there. Is this going to be the trafficking portion too? Hey, Alita, welcome. I really wonder, y'all, because when I say that this situation right here, you guys, I'm telling you, it's getting crazier and crazier. Crazier and crazier. And his chief financial officer, he was on the stand today. He was on the second portion of the day. He said that he don't no longer work for Diddy. But Diddy had all these companies. And then Janice Combs opened a bank account. Janice Combs, they opened the bank account. Then Diddy and the CFO opened the bank account. So now they're like the next few days are going to start getting into his financial Diddy's finances. So they digging and searching. Is this going to be the situation where they're like going to be seeing financial financial fraud, financial something like breaking the law with his finances? Y'all, they already got him paying that Garcia, the hotel security guard, $50,000. I'm sorry, gave Diddy gave him $100,000. $50,000 was for the manager for the paid for the tape. The other, like I said, 20,000 was for one of the other employees, and 30,000 was for Garcia. And it seems like Garcia was even scared to tell that at first, because yesterday he came in the stand, he said this, said that, he said he didn't want to incriminate himself, and then he came back today to testify. I was like, oh, wow. He was so scared to testify. He didn't want to incriminate himself, but he came back today. I guess he was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and tell the truth. I need to tell them that I basically made the transaction. I'm the one who made the USB, money transaction. And why did he go over there by himself? That was kind of scary. I would have been like, oh no, I'm not going over to Diddy's house by myself. We already know the tape is disgusting. And I know he had to be scared to go over there by himself to Diddy's. Y'all, could y'all imagine going over to somebody famous trying to sell them, back this USB, and you going over there? I would not go by myself. I would have been with, send two of us employees over there. And then I forgot to tell y'all this. Diddy made Garcia sign an NDA as well. He was like, I don't want y'all to talk about this USB video footage of Cassie, him being Cassie up in the hotel. He didn't want to speak, nobody to speak about it to basically come up no more at all. So he made him sign the NDA and made him turn over the driver license. So was he trying to make, hey Lisa, um no, I'll say, okay, nobody, somebody said no, he didn't like that. Yeah, so he made them bring the driver license, because I guess he was like, well, I need to see your driver license. I'm about to give you $100,000. I need to see y'all's driver license, probably to make sure that it was him, because KK was stalking Garcia even to where he got Garcia's personal phone number. I was like, how KK and Diddy, they were grinding to make sure that they were able to get this tape. They were stalking him all the way to where they got his personal cell phone number. I would have been scared too. Could y'all imagine if Diddy had y'all cell phone number? He calling you like, oh my God, this is, hello? This Diddy? Diddy? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I want to look out for you. I just need to get that. Y'all, I'm telling you, I would have been kind of scared too, right? Because we already know Diddy was, powerful. Norton says what happened to Capricorn. Capricorn Clark. Oh my God. Capricorn Clark said that Diddy went into Kid Cudi's house. He basically blew up the car. Diddy Diddy said Capricorn Clark said Diddy kidnapped her at gunpoint. I was like, whoa. So that was a kidnapping part of this Rico. And the one where he blew up the car, Kid Cudi's car, that is the arson that he is they were trying to put on him too. So I'm telling you, this situation is getting like really crazy, but it's about to get more in depth to like the meat and potatoes of like his finances, because I think they're trying to show like where he committed some of the fraud, because they already said that they're about to do a when Diddy gets found guilty, basically they're taking like all of his money. They're going to do a federal forfeiture, I think it's called a federal forfeiture. And I was like, wow, Diddy's going to have no money. And then the mansions that he owns, all the mansions that he owns is under like the LLC, I think Bad Boy. So those mansions that he owns, I believe in whatever happened to his New York mansion? They said that the New York mansion got raided, but why was Diddy here in New York in a hotel? I want to know about that New York mansion. And if y'all know anything about Diddy's New York mansion, y'all let me know, because they never said that his mansion in New York got raided, only the one in California and in Florida. So I want to know. Kosh says, but I remember Diddy don't own nothing and he got everything in his mama's name. See, that's where they're starting that. They started that part today. They were like, "Oh, Janice Combs. Oh, you opened a bank account." They're getting into it now. They are getting into the nitty gritty. Ayasha says, whether he's found guilty or not, the Little Rock lawsuit comes up in August. That's when they will get Diddy for murking on his son's friend in that studio bathroom. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm telling you, it's so much going on with Diddy, and like I said, y'all, he's gray. He looks like Santa Claus who stole Christmas 40 years ago. He is like stressed out. He was looking like he had some humble pie. Now I don't know Diddy personally, but you could tell when somebody seems like they're humble. They're like, kind of like this. And y'all, the federal agents. Oh, you could tell the federal agents. They don't have with the feds. You know how you go to state court and they have the security guards, the police or the sheriffs that are what's it called, like guarding the inmate while they go to court. Oh, these were professional. Oh, the feds, they were not playing. These jokers was in suits, and you could tell that they were the security guards from the federal prison, because they came in suits and they were sitting by him, like not by him, but they were like over here, like sitting against the wall. And then when everybody left out for like to take a break, Diddy's sitting there all by himself. All the lawyers are going out to take breaks and stuff. And then the federal police, the federal agents that are watching him, they were right there with him. So I was like, ooh. But he looks like, he looks like he didn't eat a whole lot of humble pie. Aisha says, he ain't leaving New York, MDC. The LA cops sent that lawsuit to New York to handle that case. Oh, wow. Ayasha says, that means the feds keeping his his honey his badonkadonk for the next set of charges. Yes, I'm telling you. Looks like flour in his hair rather than natural gray. Alice, oh my God. When I say Diddy, I laid my eyes on him in the court, and he, in his haircut, he has the MDC jailhouse special. Because when I said Diddy's haircut looks like who did it and what for, y'all, they just took the clippers and okay, Diddy, that's good enough. And his hair is all gray, like Santa Claus, like Pop Pop. He looked like Pop Pop. Now we can call him Pop Pop officially. He's a Pop Pop. He got gray hair. He looked just like Papa Smurf. He looks like a Pop Pop. I was like, Diddy looks like he's 70 years old. I promise you guys. He looks like he is 70 years old. Yes, thank you, Lulu. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Stan says stressed. Yeah, he was stressed out. And once the CFO got up there, I was like, he was going just like this in his head. He was going like this, and he was like, scratching his head. I don't know what he has to hide, but he seems like he was really nervous. Really, 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 really nervous, you guys. Like there's something that he don't want the financial officer to say. I don't know what it is, but he was scratching that head, and he had to, like I said, he had the MDC. And I think it's in China. In China, I think it is. No, North Korea. They have North Koreans, they can only get like 5 different haircuts, right? You can get this, you can get the fade on the side. However, you have like only 5 haircuts to choose from. I feel like Diddy was like, can I get the number 1 haircut? Or no, I think I want the number 2 haircut. I'm telling you, his haircut looks like what in the world? And then it's all gray, and he got it like it's looked like about this long on his head, and it's all over the place. It's grayed out, and he looks old. He looks like Danny Glover. He looks just like Danny Glover, for real, for real. He looked like being in that MDC since last September when he got apprehended by the feds right there at the hotel. They scooped him up. He went in there, and I'm telling you, he didn't age about 20 years. No lie, no joke, you guys. No lie, no joke. And he looks like he's like very humble. I'm just saying, this is what I grasped. He looked very humble, was doing the little heart thing to the crowd, sitting like this and, going like this, like, like looking like he's embarrassed to the T. He looked like he is so embarrassed. Lisa says, right, Stan, yeah. So Kai says, Kai Nicole says it's like 15 for women and 20 something for men. NK is crazy. Honey Child said he's guilty. Yes, he is. I believe he has done a lot, you guys. Let's be for real. I mean, let's be all jokes aside. Diddy did a lot to a lot of people, beating people up, putting hands, feet, necks, elbows, even slapping his mom up, doing all kind of stuff to a lot of people. This is his karma. Karma comes when you least expect it. Diddy was on top of the world. Diddy had everything. He had yachts. He has mansions. I mean, he was making money, a lot of businesses. He was very successful. Just doing the stupid stuff he was doing. And then they were also talking about getting into the Diageo thing too. And I'm wondering if the Diageo lawsuit is gonna come out somewhere in the wash. I wonder. But they said that Diddy was saying, I think the lawsuit, from what I kind of gathered, that was possibly in the lawsuit, was that the chief financial officer was saying that they were trying to push Diddy's like Ciroc, I guess whatever liquor he was selling, they were putting it in like low, like in the urban areas. They weren't putting it all over like he wanted them. They were only putting it, I guess, in the hood, right? And Diddy wanted them to put it all over. Like, I want my brand. I want you to put this Ciroc here, put it there, put it all over. And they were putting it in the urban area. So I believe that was his fight, and that was his issue with Diageo when they were selling the Ciroc. I guess he was like, "Oh, I want my Ciroc to be over here. I wanted my Ciroc to be in Washington State." But they were like, "No, no, we gonna put it over there in Alabama, in Birmingham, right?" He said that from what the CFO said, that was like, it seemed like it was an issue. Rory, thank you. That seemed like it was an issue. Ali Lito says no, she's gonna not stand up. She's married. Oh yeah, I'm not. These people are crazy, right? Lito, they crazy. But anyway, my man and my husband's right here, y'all. Y'all, they be doing the most. Y'all know these trolls, they be trolling, right? It's late at night. Some people are lonely, but this is not the channel, right? This is not OnlyFans, this is YouTube, right? I don't do that. I don't tend to that. I got my baby sitting right here, right? That's all I need. But yes, he is, yeah, I know, right? Lulu cray cray, right? They cray cray, girl. They is cray cray. But yes, yo, Diddy, yes, Diddy is, yeah, I think that they're gonna find him guilty. I hate to say it, they're gonna find him guilty because some of the stuff that he was doing, like I can't say about the Rico. They were saying like all these things, and I'm not even getting deep into the Rico like that, right? Unless other people do that, because I'm not about to be deep diving into the Rico and stuff like that. But what the thing is, the more thing the most important thing is that they're setting up the stage for like the financial part right now. And this surprise witness, this Jane Doe, ooh, y'all, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get this Jane Doe tea. I'm telling you, what else did Diddy do over there? Oh, because they said that he was freaking off and having all kind of stuff, even doing stuff that he was even doing stuff like I think in like the Arabic countries too or something. So it is crazy. It is really, when I say it's crazy, it is, I mean, it is going down. But the testimony from today was pretty good. Garcia's testimony, he spoke very well. He told what he did. He said, he was like scared. He didn't want to deal with this stuff. But when he got basically subpoenaed, they told him, come and tell the truth. The truth will set you free. And he was like, well, I need to be free because I ain't trying to be in the MDC like Diddy. I thought that lady that crashed out today was going working her way to the MDC. Because when I tell you, you guys, it was like right behind my back where this lady crashed out. And then she's going through the door. She's holding the door. She was like, she was not trying to leave the courtroom. You know how somebody tries to like, hold themselves from like push themselves and like they're not going nowhere. That's what she was doing in the courtroom. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. Philip said he's just a freak. Yeah, he's a freak, but he's crazy. He said with grown women, that's what they're saying. But I heard some now. Somebody told me that they were saying that there was minors involved allegedly. Right? This is I can't confirm nor deny. This is what I was reading and researched on and heard other people talk about that with the minors. They said that there was allegedly minors there, but if there was, that they would have to like charge Cassie or so. I don't know what deal they worked out, even if that's true, because I was under the impression, oh, there's minors. Where's the minors? That everybody was talking about the minors, but it's like, wait, the minors ain't even come into play. People were saying, with the minors, this, the minors, that. I was even saying that. I'm not even gonna lie, but I was like, we ain't seen nothing about no minors. I was like, huh. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, Oh, okay. Kai said yes. In the indictment, it mentions one minor. Oh, I need to go back and check that out. Okay, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, 4-6 says a Jane Doe that the defense thought was not shown. The third alleged victim. No, so the Jane Doe is coming from overseas. I guess the Jane Doe is en route right now as we speak, coming from overseas because this Jane Doe is going to testify on Thursday or Friday, I believe it is. Thursday or Friday, she's slated to come on the stand and give her testimony, and it's somebody from overseas. And the last I heard was, remember, like I said, Damon from HSI, from the Homeland Security, he sent his people over there to UK to go investigate what Diddy did. Whatever Diddy did, he did something to where they had to go overseas to the UK to investigate whatever Diddy was doing over there. So I'm telling you, it's crazy. Alice says no minors named. The charges RICO is a large part of the charge. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check and see for myself because I don't want to steer you guys wrong. Kai is saying, I believe Kai said that there was a minor mention, but I will have to go back and check and see for myself because I don't want to, put that information out. But I remember I was talking about the minors. I was like, "Ooh, the minors gonna be coming." I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus, is about to be some problems for Diddy." Ayasha says it's like a game of chess. Checkmate is called when needed in a federal indictment. Just when defense thinks they have the upper hand, a checkmate witness will come to play. Yeah, this is crazy. Philip says Trump's going to free him. I don't know. Because y'all know 50 Cent is already on that case. Y'all know 50 Cent was no Donald. Let me tell you about Diddy. Diddy don't like you. He said this. He even put a video out. Go check it out on 50 Cent. 50 Cent troll bastard. He has the receipts. He is not even, I'm telling you, when I say he's not playing with Diddy, y'all know 50 Cent has his foot, his arm, his elbow on Diddy's neck still to this day, which I don't blame him because Diddy was a disgusting person. And and I'm sorry because we all have somebody that we don't get along with or don't care for, right? We don't like a whole people. You got somebody that you do not like, right? That you would be like, you know what? You try to stop me from being successful, or you try to do this. Remember they said that 50 Cent's, I think, manager came, he came up unalive, and I think that was a situation where 50 Cent took that to heart. He was upset. So they have a lot of beef that's been going on for a long time. But y'all, you got people who try to hold you down. They try to do things to make you try to blackball you and stuff like that. So 50 Cent never forgot that, and he is very successful now, right? And now look who's in the bad seat. Diddy. Diddy took I ain't gonna say took, he's messing with 50 Cent's baby mama. I mean, she went freely. Diddy was always taking everybody's woman. He was all along the way. Kim Porter from I'll Be Sure. He took 50 Cent's baby mama. And they're grown. They went for willingly, but with Diddy was like, I get whatever I like, I want, I'm gonna get it. And he had that mentality. Like, why are you going over there trying to like literally take everybody's woman from from a man? Like, that's crazy. But that's what he wanted. He's just like, Diddy is crazy, y'all. Diddy got issues beyond issues. I don't understand, and I won't, because he's a crazy person. But he is going to get some time. I'm more than sure. If they don't get him on Rico, they gonna get him. Diddy is going for something. I don't know. I heard this too. I can't confirm nor deny. They said that they offered Diddy the first time. They first of all, they said they offered him 2 plea deals. One plea deal was for 15 years. This is what I heard. Now, if y'all heard something different, let me know. I'm quick to take the L if if I'm not getting the right information. But I heard 15 years was one of the deals that they gave him, and he declined it. He was like, "No, I'm fighting for my life. 15 years. I'm already 55 and looking like I'm 170." And looking like grandpa that stole Christmas, Santa Claus that stole Christmas 40 years ago, and you gonna try to give me 15 years as an offer? Oh no, get somebody else to do it. I'm gonna fight for my life. And sometimes that could be a bad thing, right? Sometimes that could be a bad thing. Unless he gets off, he looking at that 15 years like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in prison, literally. If he gets 15 years, I'm telling you, he's gonna be y'all. I wonder what R. Kelly looks like right now. Does he look like Papa Smurf too? Is he probably all grayed out? I'm more than sure he looked like Diddy's twin. Look like Diddy Glover Jr., right? Ayasha says Diddy's prison welcoming committee, once he's sentenced, is going to be singing to him, take that, especially if children are involved. He's done. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, Philip said it was 10 years. That's still a long time. That is still a long. Think of it. Diddy's 55. So that will put him to be 65, and he already looking like Papa Smurf. Could y'all imagine? Y'all, Diddy would not make it in there. He will probably just, can you all give me the lethal injection? Can y'all just put me out of my misery? I can't take this because I've been in since September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. He been in there almost 10 months. And in 10 months, he went from looking at least in his late 40s to looking 70 years old in a matter of 10 months. Can y'all imagine what he would look like if he did 15 or 20 years? I'm telling you, he will look, even 4 more months is going to take a toll on him, on his looks. Cause I'm telling you, he looking. I'm like, you and your mama look like brother and sister now. Janice and Diddy, mama and son, look like brother and sister now. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying what it is. I'm just keeping it real, right? I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 1,000, right? I'm telling you, they look like sister and brother now. Oh no, Janice got that. When she take that Timu wig off, and I'm sure her grays is busting. I'm telling you, her grays is probably busting under that Timu wig. Oh, they look like brother and sister now. And I seen her over there with them lips, and them long nails, ready to have a freak off. I was like, this woman knows. I was like, y'all, if that was my mama, I would be like, don't even come to court. I'm sorry, they don't have the court cases because it's a federal case. But mama, you'll see the drawings. Don't come to court. I would be embarrassed if that was my mom, y'all. If that was 80 years old, could y'all imagine? Your mama is 80 years old and she got the Dracula nails, them pointy nails. I was like, Janice Combs, you is too old for that. I think you need to go get the nails, the little nails like the short nails, something like this, or something little. You look like you was about to go to a freak off, Janice. And you 170 years old with that Timu wig, the blonde Timu wig from the clearance department. I was like, Janice knows she wrong for that. Janice knows she wrong for that. I was like, Janice Combs, Janice Combs, you are 100 something years old with the freak off blonde nails to match your blonde wig. Where do they do that? Y'all, I'm telling you, if that was my mama, I was in court, I'd be like, Mama, don't come to court. Matter of fact, you can just read about it in the paper. Yeah, they still sell the papers. I'll just have the paper delivered to you. Cause she looked a hot mess. I was like, oh my God. Ye says 170 years. Yes, she look a hot mess. I'm telling y'all, when she went like this in the courthouse, in the courthouse today, and I was looking at her nails, they were like a yellow color, like just her wig, her blonde Timu wig was this color. Her nails was this color, and I was like, I know my eyes is not playing tricks on me. Janice got the long freak. Her nails look like this. Like this is just Janice nails. Like she had her nails were like this long. That her nails are this long. I was like, them nails is long. I mean, they look scary. I was like, oh my God. It's crazy because like I said, she is old. I mean, she's an older woman. I would be embarrassed. And y'all, I have never put a one in the chat. Have y'all seen Janice interact with them kids? I ain't seen Janice be no grandma. I ain't never seen her really like interact like any kind of social media. Only time I seen her interacting was when she was trying to put them hands flat on the ground with the white fingernails, and she was trying to turn her little stanky the pin smelling badonka-dunk up. Janice, you still over there trying to hit them corners at 100 and something years old? Talking about, and Diddy was like, yeah, my mom can put her hands on the ground. I'm like, your mama needs to be in a rocking chair, rocking with some coffee, her moo on, and her headscarf on, chilling, being a grandma, instead of trying to drop it like it's hot at 100 years old. Diddy and Janice, y'all should both be ashamed of yourself. But now they look like brother and sister. I'm telling you, they look like brother and sister. A perfect match made in on the freak off in the freak off courtroom, right? They look like brother and sister. She take off that Timu wig. Her grades, I'm sure, is busting up under that Timu wig. Because I'm telling you, that Timu wig, it was like cocked to the side. It was looking a mess. But you know, Janice, she's a mess. You could tell. I mean, she didn't raise the whole demonic entity. I mean, let's be for real, right? I'm like, I don't know what their family dynamics is set up, but I'm sorry, I ain't never seen nothing like it, y'all. I'm sorry, I never seen nothing like it. I'm like, where do they do this at? They must be only in the freak off part of New York. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Y'all, could y'all imagine your mama got the long Dracula nails, a Timu wig, a blonde Timu wig, and then she's over here talking about she gonna put her hands on flat. I'm not even 100 something years old, and I can't even put my hands flat on the floor. And I'm like, she's 100 something years old doing the funky Y2C. Like she ready to go spin the block again. I was like, oh my God, I would be embarrassed. I'm telling you. I don't mean to talk about the woman. I'm just keeping it real on what she looked like in the courtroom. I was scared of them nails. I'm telling you. I could not believe it. I've never seen an older woman with those long nails like that. That is 100 and something years old, y'all. I'm telling you, it was shocking today. I was like, I'm telling you, the whole day was going down today. It was going down today at the courthouse. I'm telling you, these folks was cutting up, acting a whole donkey. I mean, when I say these jokers was gallivanting in the federal court streets today, acting a donkey, y'all, they was cutting up. They was cutting up. I'm telling you, they was cutting up in them streets today, in the federal court streets. They were cutting up today. I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow. Really? The crash house, the fighting, Janice's nails, her Timu wig. I mean, Diddy's other kids, they didn't come to court no more. I'm like, well, they didn't abandon their daddy. They not coming no more. I mean, they came the other day. They came, was it yesterday? Are they taking turns? Are they tired of listening to all this stuff? You know, Monday through Friday, they probably like drained out, finding out stuff they daddy did. I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow. Ooh. I was like, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know how long, but they say next week. I think next week. Um, crazy. Yes, I was in the courtroom today and I seen Diddy, and I'm telling you, Diddy looking bad, y'all. Diddy looking like he's seriously. All jokes aside, y'all know I love to cut up over here, but Diddy was looking like he's about 70 years old, gray hair. He got the MDC special haircut, special, and his hair's about that long. It's like a little afro, but it's cut like I don't even know what kind of haircut he got. Like I don't know who cut his hair. Maybe I don't know. Somebody cut his hair in there, and it just is not looking right. He's all gray, completely grayed out. He looked like he then went from like maybe 47 to 70 in the 10 months that he's been in the MDC. He got his looking like grandpa, even the sweaters that he been wearing to the court. He looks like an old man. He looks like Papa Smurf. He looked like Pop Pop. Seriously, he looked like Papa Smurf. I was like, is that Diddy? I was like, hold up, swole up, hold on. Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my eyes. I was like, is that him? He over there looking. I was like, where he at? He was looking like Papa Smurf, y'all. I mean, I couldn't believe it, y'all. I was like, did he look? I mean, it's like you know how you see these images where they take your face and then they image you to like 20 or 30 years to look like an old person. I promise you, you guys, if you guys take those pictures, I may do a screenshot. I'm gonna find his picture that is on the internet with all his gray hair, and then I'm gonna get one of his pictures where he looked like before he got apprehended, and I'm gonna do a side by side and show y'all what he looks like. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness, he didn't went from puffy combs to Papa Smurf all in 10 months. All in 10 months. I was like, y'all, this is crazy. This is unbelievable. I had to, had to take take two. I was looking, I was like, oh my God, that's Diddy. Because y'all know he used to keep his hair like really like with the waves and stuff. He used to keep his hair like brushed down, like short, lined up. Oh no, Papa Smurf then grow a little mini afro. It's a gray all over the place. He's scratching his hair. You know how pops, they don't care. They just may scratch their hair. They got a little hair. I'm telling you, he is looking like Papa Smurf, and I am like really shocked because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, like this is Diddy. This is what we looking like today. After all your 30 years, after you done had everything in life, you had the yachts, you had the mansions, you got the cars, the jewelry, I mean the bling bling, and you throw all that away for the craziness that you've been running amok. But y'all, karma is a mug, and karma comes when you least expect it. Do I feel sorry for Diddy? No, I don't feel sorry for him because he didn't feel sorry for any of the stuff he did. He even slapped his own mama. He slapped Janice. He gave Janice a 2-piece and 3 biscuits to go. And he was still doing stuff to other people. And Janice didn't say nothing. She was even probably scared of him. There's no way I'm going to be scared of my son. Absolutely not. As long as I'm walking this earth, I will never be scared of my son. To be laying no hands and feet and then all this and then talking about give me a kiss. Like y'all, they kissing, locking lips. I don't know where they do that at, but that is some crazy behavior. But I don't know what's going to happen. I know, like I said, that they're going to have a surprise witness, not a surprise witness, a Jane Doe witness that's coming from overseas. I believe she's coming from UK. Like I said, I may be wrong, but this woman is coming from overseas. I'm going to say UK because that's where I last remember the piece of that puzzle was, over there in UK. So Lulu says weirdos. I know, right, Lulu? Crazy, right? It's crazy. But the lady, the Jane Doe is gonna be coming overseas. She's gonna testify, and then they're getting more into, like I said, the financials. So it's like it's going to be a lot to still unpack. But they said, I think the trial's gonna go on for another 2 weeks, I believe. This week, I think next week, either next week is the last one, or the week after is going to be the last week of the trial. So they're trying to hurry up and wrap things up. They're trying to hurry up and package Diddy up and say, okay, we're working on 15 years now. I think we about hit 20 now with all this evidence. I'm telling you, it's going to go down for him. It's going to go down for him. Ayasha says, J-Lo don't even look as young as she appears. They use a lot of videography filters for all them stars. Oh, yes, Ayasha, you're right. But there wasn't no videography. It was no cloning Tyrone with Diddy today. Diddy looks like an old man. He looks old. Pop rocking in the chair, sipping on his coffee or sipping on his yak, maybe smoking a cigar or something. I'm telling you, he looks, but like I said, he seemed like he was very humble, but y'all know Diddy, he'll play the game. He's a narcissist, I believe. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. He's a narcissist. He can play the game, but I really think that MDC is probably getting to him because he was used to the luxury lifestyle. I mean, plush bed, big old mansions, all this other stuff, right? Hey AJ, how are you? All these mansions, the going on yachts, going on trips. He got his own plane. I'm telling you, he was living the life to go and live in this nasty, dirty facility. Got roaches, bugs. You know what I'm saying? Rats, probably. It stinks. Probably it's probably funky in there. So it's a life changing thing, and he can't handle it. Pop is going through it. I'm just saying, y'all. Diddy is going through it. I'm telling you, Pop is going through it. He is looking a mess. But y'all, we gonna keep y'all informed. I'm not gonna keep y'all no longer. Thank everybody that's in the building. You guys, y'all smash the like button. Hey DJ, how are you? Welcome. Smash the like button, you guys. Harold, you just described New York ain't going through. Philip says he needs to testify, tell about his life. Oh no, they don't need to have him on the stand. They don't need to put him on the stand. Oh no, because the prosecutors, they will tear Diddy a new one, right? Maisha says very nasty mother. Yes. And like I said, I'm the most respectful person, you guys. I'm telling you, I really thrive on respect. It's a big thing to me, right? But Janice, I don't have any respect for her because you didn't respect the fact that your son was doing all these things to you and a lot of other women. He didn't slap you. He didn't abuse people, not only other women, but he went, like I said, when he even went overseas and did something when somebody was getting married, beat somebody with a chair. So it's like all these things, that disgusting things that he's done. I could not see not even my husband, my kids, or anybody doing this to anybody else. I could not sit there and act like I'm looking at my son or my husband or my daughter or my mama, dad, or whatever beating up people and doing all this stuff, and I'm acting like I can't see him. Like, oh, okay, yeah, it's happening. Oh my God, oh, hit him with an uppercut over there. Oh my God, I don't see nothing. Acting like I'm putting the blinders on. I'm not putting the blinders on for nobody. If you is wrong, you're wrong. I'm not entertaining nobody in the wrong. I don't care who you are. So Janice, was she doing entertaining all that stuff because she knew what Diddy was doing? You can't tell me they kissing. They almost tongue kissing, mama and son. And you don't know that your son's over here being causing havoc, being a whole menace to society? Girl, go sit down somewhere. I ain't got no. I'm sorry, but I don't have no respect for nobody like that. Anybody that allows somebody to terrorize other people for 30 years, I don't have any. I don't have no respect for you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and be disrespectful. I'll be talking about her Timu wig and her nails and the way she is, absolutely. But I don't have the respect for her. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna even apologize because that's just how I feel. It is what it is. I'm just being straight up. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all know I keep it 100 over here at the lounge, you guys. I'm just saying. I'm not entertaining nobody in their wrong. If there's somebody over there still in a candy bar and trying to sit there and try to act like they're going to think that I'm going to support them and still in a candy bar, I'm not. Not even a candy bar. No, 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 no. Because if you think that I'm going to support you still in a candy bar, you're going to go out there and cause more havoc and think that I'm supposed to support you in all your wrongdoing. Not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not. So, no, not going to do that. No. So, Janice, she's seen him doing all these horrible things. And, Diddy was buying her cars and doing all kind of stuff for her. And it's just crazy. Stan says poor parenting. Yes. Janice had poor parenting, very poor parenting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And a lot of people do their best to try to be a great parent. But I'm sorry, you guys, not supporting a grown man just because he has money doing disgusting things to a lot of people. There should have been a time where she could say, son, you're doing wrong. You're treating these people wrong. You need to clean it up. You need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really go hard on him. But she was like, yeah, you read that. Yeah, I got the blinders on. Yeah, but I can touch the floor. I got my white nails on. I got my Timu wig. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm going over here. We going to the midnight train, the Georgia Club around the corner, me and my girl. I mean, a hot mess, y'all. She's just a hot mess. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. But, y'all, I'm not going to. Maisha says he's very sick. Yes, he is disgusting. But, y'all, I'm telling you, he's going to have a long and hard way to go because the feds are going to charge him with something. He's not going to walk free. I hate to say it. He's going to do some years. How many years he's going to do? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, but he's going down for something. He's going down for something. And with this thing, with this case, who's to say that they might not open up another case on some of the people like Kim Porter that was allegedly unalived by him? Who's to say that he's not going to catch another case behind this from what they've already seen with the evidence and the witnesses on this case? I'm telling you, we don't know. They may be something coming around, around the corner like a thief in the night after this case is done. I don't know. I'm just saying, you guys, but we're going to see. We're going to see how this is going to turn out. But y'all know I'm going to keep you guys in the loop on everything that's going on. Like I said, I had left my notebook and not left my notebook. I gave my notebook to get for somebody to get some notes off of, and I forgot to get my notebook back. But anywho, it's all good. I remembered most of the stuff that went on today. But y'all, Stan says Sean John item collectors items. No, they need to throw all that in the trash. They ain't nobody wearing Sean John. That's like 1940s. That's almost like somebody saying, y'all got MySpace. You be like, MySpace, my who? Yeah, that's like Sean John. Sean what? Who? Sean John. Yeah, the Sean John brand. Do they even sell Sean John anymore anywhere? Baby, do they sell Sean John anywhere? They don't sell it no more? No?
Kanye West.
Kanye West? Oh, Kanye don't count. Kanye don't count. He crazy. He need to go in the cuckoo house, right? But y'all, I'm not going to keep you guys. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. Thank you guys for stopping in, showing love, supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. And catch me, also, I don't know. I got a TikTok. Catch me on TikTok. Catch me on Instagram. Check out my shorts, you guys. Check out my videos. I did some videos today. I don't know if they're uploaded yet, but I did some videos from outside of the courthouse. A lot of YouTubers, TikTokers, news media. My baby Jamil, he got an interview with NBC today, so I was proud of him. He got an interview with I think it was NBC today. So while we were at the courthouse, so that was pretty nice. That was cool. So yeah, we're gonna keep you guys in the loop, y'all. We're gonna keep y'all in the loop because we're gonna try to see what is about to happen, right? What is going down, what is going down. But today it really went down. But thank you guys so much for all y'all's love, all you guys support. We're over here, boots on the ground in New York City, you guys. And but we're gonna keep you guys in the loop. But y'all have a good night, you guys. Get some rest so we can do it all over again tomorrow. And leave with love, peace, and tranquility. As I always say, y'all. Y'all go get some rest. Night night. Sleep tight. Love you guys. Bye bye.